Resident Evil.
Yo folks, happy Tuesday, hope all is well. We shall get going in a couple of minutes. As soon as I sort out this mess of a room. Welcome everybody on this fine Tuesday eve, midweek, refreshed from the bank holiday I hope, those of us who were able to have one. Sorry, I just have to sort out this catastrophic mess of a workstation. How is everybody? Who we got? Jerry, hello. Happy, hello. Mish, hello. And Fringe Philosopher so far. Mr. Gutsy, hello. It's Orc, more Orc, nice. How are you? I'm alright. Thank you, yeah, it's a start to the week. Someone called Snow Prince has logged on. I have no idea who that is. Apologies if it's one of you guys. Mr. Gutsy. Did I ask for fries? Hello. All good on a Tuesday. So we're just going to carry on with this campaign, and I thought, I was actually going to look to do a Star Wars one tonight, because Tuesdays are usually the night I try and get Fallen Order finished, but to be honest, I've kind of run out of time tonight to do a decent length one, so another mission of this will be alright, and can just chat about the movie a little bit. Exciting reveal. I'm sure plenty of people have got opinions. We're on to the City Hall level anyway. Who shall I play as, chat? Who shall I take on this merry jaunt around City Hall? Who have we got? We played as Vector last time, so let's mix it up a bit. Who am I going to be? AJ, hello. Bertha, you want Bertha, Jerry? Okay. Players not hunk. Always go with Lupo. You said Bertha. Bertha's a medic. Right. I don't know if I've unlocked anything of her abilities. Allows you to always spawn with a first aid spray. Next upgrade increases first aid spray capacity. I'm saving up for the Samurai Edge, aren't I? Which is nearly there. Should hopefully get it at the end of this mission then. Right. Always go with Lupo. Players the one with a gas mask. Boom. We'll get started, and then you can all start to share your thoughts on the movie. What do you think? Have you heard of Tormented Souls? Had it recommended to me loads of times so far. Yeah, I've had quite a few people contact me say I'd really love it. It's full price though, isn't it? It's not like an indie game, I don't think. Let's go. Apologies if there's any audio feedback through the mic tonight. Headphones aren't working for some reason, which is annoying. $20, okay. I might take a look at that then. Is it only on Steam at the minute? It looks like it's got very much remake inspired graphics, so it looks pretty gorgeous.
Move out. Our objective, City Hall, is up ahead.
Umbrella is making us responsible for this accident.
Beyond the cleanup crew, what happened during the week that they must redeploy us?
Command will not be happy with us until we can assure them they will not be connected with the outbreak.
So what we got? Let's just have a look. I'll never forget the horror of going to the theatres for the Andersons' first film. Yeah, and I'll get to that in a minute. I'm surprised you're not concerned about the beret, and I'll get onto that as well. Yeah, I mean, I think this is one of the reasons why, what Jerry's just said there, that the horror of that first Anderson movie, for me, back in the Resident Evil horror days, you know, when I was, you know, everything mattered to me then. When I was young, you know, obsessed about nothing else other than Resident Evil, and everything mattered. And you know, obviously, when there was a movie announced, obviously we'd had the Romero stuff had come and gone, and then there was all the casting rumours. And I remember people like Jason Patric were rumoured for Chris, and Jennifer Love Hewitt I think was Rebecca at one point, and all this. And we had all these rumours come and go, and then obviously Paul Anderson got it. And at this point, Paul Anderson wasn't the deal breaker it would be now. It came off the back of Mortal Kombat, which I really like, Event Horizon, which was a reasonably cool sci-fi horror, and then he did Soldier, which was less so, but then he got Resident Evil, and when it was first announced I was like, okay, that's maybe not going to be bad. And then Mila Jovovich was announced as Alice, and I was kind of not sure where this is going now, because I think everybody at that time just wanted like a one-to-one retelling of the Mansion incident, and when that didn't happen, and I remember I remember the first trailer came out and it was just crushed, just absolutely crushed, you know. And then I remember seeing it in the cinema. I saw it on the opening night in the UK, and I just came out bewildered at what I'd just seen, and that was obviously 19 years ago now. And I think over the years we've become so attuned to the Anderson verse that anything to me is an improvement. And so, yes, okay, it is a bit disappointing that Jill's iconic design is not featured, but I think they're trying to ground the character a little bit more, and against, like, you know, the action slacks of the rest of the Stars team, to have Jill walking in with a beret and massive shoulder pads and things like that, I don't know whether it would stand out a little bit too much and not be befitting with the rest of the team, if that makes any sense. So I think they're trying to ground it a little bit. Likewise, I think Wesker not having sunglasses is just done for a more sort of realistic sense. If you assume he's still human at this point, why the fuck would he have sunglasses on in the dark? I think the sunglasses will come later in the movie if the events play out similar and he gets impaled by the tyrant and he's resurrected. I think then the sunglasses will probably come out later to mask the fact that he has like his very different eyes. That's how they could do that. Let me just catch up. Let me just catch up because it's chat's rattling along. Keep my expectations low. It's not my. I wouldn't say I'm keeping my expectations low. I'm just a very, very much a point of apathy with non-canon stuff in the series, as long as it's kind of non-canon, my mindset shifted over the last 20 years, where it used to bother me on every fibre of my being used to be like enraged if something didn't fit, and now I can just kind of go, you know, with the remakes coming along, with things like this, I can just sort of shrug and go, you know what, it's its own thing, that's fine, you know, it doesn't bother me to the same kind of level that it used to. One of the movie shots I like was Lisa. The hair coming out of the socket is amazing. Yeah, it's like body horror. There's some kind of ick with hair coming out of things that it shouldn't do. Hair is quite icky at the best of times, I think. This is why, like, you know, some horror movies go for the old, you know, hair all clogging up in the plug hole. It's just icky. It's just, you know, it's something everybody has to deal with, and no one enjoys it. It's just kind of creepy, and, you know, often with mould as well, isn't it? When you get a chance to check out a Dead Space stream, I still need to play Dead Space. I would watch that and have like no idea what it's about. I've never played Dead Space, never even played a minute of it in my life. Wait, Wesker doesn't have sunglasses. Not yet. Trust me, it's coming. It's coming. He will do. Army cut, lad. It's the end. Hope there's an end credit scene. It'll be a post credit scene, and he'll go. There we go. In fact, it'll be like this. Yes, it's real 3D glasses is what he'll be. He'll just be. It's time for the Resident Evil, you know, and go like that. That's it, and that'll be, and then smash cut credits done. That's what it's gonna do. It'll be MCU post credit scene, because what Johan Roberts hasn't told anybody yet is that this is the beginning of the Resident Evil cinematic universe. It could be a multiverse where everything happens at the same time. Thank you for the gift sub to Nick. Anyway, let's get on with this. No one wants to hear me babbling on all night. Again, you know, we talk about Jill. I'm so excited to see what Hannah's going to do with the role that I'll overlook the not quite game accurate costume, because I think Hannah's a badass, and she's clearly put the work in, as I've said. She looks fantastic. I do get the Rain Ocampo comparisons, absolutely. She literally looks like she's wearing the same attire. Claire Kaya, I think looks great, and I'm really not bothered about the ponytail. I'm looking past things like this, because the thing is, I'm not interested in a one-to-one adaptation, because if I want to do a one-to-one thing, I'll just play the game, I'll play the remake, and it's all there for me. You know, the Resident Evil games are cinematic enough, so you just play them. Thanks, Jerry. Oh my god.
We have just reached position 1.
Position confirmed, Wolfpack. Proceed into the cold zone.
Do you guys think dialogue will be very on the nose and feature key lines and things like that? I mean, obviously there's no Barry from what we know, so you're not going to get your Jill sandwiches unless it's retrofitted into other characters.
Auditory sensation detected.
Emotive shock.
I can hear it too.
You know,
Get your weapons ready.
I have a feeling that Chris is going to be really funny. I was surprised to see. I've not seen Robbie in much. Like I said on the Discord the other day, the only thing I've seen Robbie in was in seasons 10 and 11 of the X-Files, and he was in like quite a tight suit, and you couldn't really get an idea of his physique. He's absolutely massive in that screenshot of the movie. Whoa. Are you excited for action like this in the movie? Because obviously, you know, why have stars got submachine guns? That doesn't mean mother. Why wouldn't it? Well, yeah, I know, and the fact that obviously a couple of us have circulated the Stars photo, which shows the Stars team actually having MP5s. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jerry. And the point is, like, I've seen people come, people have made videos about this kind of stuff already, like lengthy videos about like where's the samurai edge. Well, I think it was Chad Rook like last year showed his prop of the samurai edge, and it's not quite 100% as it is in the game, but it's close enough to be a samurai edge, you know. So people are going absolutely berserk. I happen to have my Photoshop open, Nick. Behave, Nick. Predict Chris will have at least one shirtless action scene because Robbie has a glorious 12-pack. I'll take your word for it, AJ. Apologies if I missed some of the chat. It's chaos. The old 10-minute video for click framing on YouTube. 556 says, "Oh, very nice MGS." Nick, make that an emote. There we go. It's Nikolai.
He's UBCS.
Nikolai Genoviev, UBCS D Platoon B Squad. Your Umbrella Security Service? Our management must be in a panic if they sent you.
And why are you here?
My team was sent here to rescue citizens, but there's no time for that. City Hall is a mess, trying to find a safe zone.
Oh, running scared already? How bad is it?
City Hall is crawling with infected and some unidentified military personnel. They're looking for something. Why? What are you doing?
We ask the questions. This guy we send.
We let the zombies sort him out. Good luck on your own. We move?
All the best with your mission.
The Raccoon is the final boss. This is the PC version, and this is how it runs. You know, it has a really choppy frame rate at the best of times. The cutscenes, I think, are probably locked to 30 frames a second, which is why they probably look quite rough. I think the game is unlocked. But it's not a particularly smooth game at the best of times. I really don't like Nikolai. The idea of Nikolai in this, I don't feel it works. PC version is great. Yeah, I've had to patch Games for Windows Live out of this. But I mean, you know, the thing is, even with Games for Windows Live, this is still the best version of the game. The consoles, the PS3 and 360 performance is through the floor in a lot of the sections, and at least this has mouse and keys, which make it I don't know, follow the icons, make it somewhat playable. But I mean, you know, this is running on max settings. And look at this. There's never particularly a looker at the best of times. There's a lot of raccoons in the game. One of the things that I think I'm unsure of, and this is Roberts confirmed this in the interview that he gave IGN, and it was in the leaks a while back, is the fact that contrary to like the remake of 2 and 3, in Welcome to Raccoon City is described as very dilapidated and run down. Like all the industries abandoned it, and the only thing that's really left it. I think even it was even described like Umbrella has kind of abandoned the town, and yeah, just not sure about like a rundown, dilapidated Raccoon. He's going to admit the series has broken my heart countless times over the years. Infinite Darkness nearly broke my love for it. It's done a number on a people, that has. Whatever this movie is, I'm not taking it seriously. I'm just going to try and enjoy it. And I think, honestly, Happy, that is the best philosophy to have, for sure. Absolutely. I think if you're, I think you need to honestly, and this is not to condescend anybody or to call anybody out, but if you've been upset by 3 images, 3 screenshots of like a what we assume to be a 2-hour movie enough to make a 30-40 minute video on YouTube about how much the movie already sucks, then I think you just do need to take a step back and engage reality a little bit. You know, just come on. Have your criticisms, absolutely fair enough, but let's just wait and see till you at least get a trailer, because that'll give us an idea of like the tone and the atmosphere. You cannot discern at all what a movie's going to do in 3 screenshots. I've had to do a 4-hour video on Claire's hair alone, absolutely.
Enemy contact. Spec ops. Take them out.
Government forces have already entered the area. Do not let them secure that evidence.
Grenade.
That was fun. Want to kill more?
Napoleon Dynamite. God, that's a name that I haven't heard for a long time. It's integral to the integrity. Integral to the integrity. Hot take: I enjoyed this game on 360. I mean, as I said in the last stream, I think it's more valid to like this now. I mean, you can. I still criticise it as a game. I still don't think it plays particularly well or anything like that. But it, to me, it's. Oh God, I always push the wrong button. What the hell? To me, the fact that it. That's first aid spray. That's it. The fact that it doesn't stick to the canon and everything is less of a problem now. In the wake of the remakes, absolutely. Twitter is leaking into Twitch. I don't know. Without the ponytail, I don't know whether it truly is Ari. Absolutely. Wow. I went into it feeling it was a what-if story. Yeah, absolutely. And I should have done that back in the day. Like I say, I've matured a lot and become a lot more laid back in recent years about how I feel about a lot of stuff like this. What is Bertha's abilities? I have no idea how to use them. Really, I haven't unlocked any. I almost forgive Orc, and then I saw the DLC and some of the character designs make it so clear this is a Western game made in the 2010s. Not wrong. Yep, quite agree. Bertha has an extra first aid spray and boosted heals. Okay, so thank you. And God, I can't remember how to play it. So if I use the first aid spray within range of people, I assume it heals them too. Surely someone in the offices knew that the people would be upset about the ponytail and stuff. Yeah. Well, RE fans would be. I think anything else. You know, as someone who adores, you know, Lord of the Rings and Middle Earth and stuff like that. You know, I've been here and done that when adaptations, you know, change up characters a little bit. And it's fine. You know, Aragorn is a very different character if you've read the books. And they adapted it to make the character arguably work better in some ways. In terms of the context for the movie, I mean. Why does Gandalf not have a ponytail exactly? These are the questions. Why is this mayor called OGO Gravy? And people thought Posh Brown was a bad name. OGO Gravy. Can I open that door? Can I? Isn't there an Ashford picture around here somewhere? There's one of the Ashfords in here, I think. For you law devils out there, O'Gravy family goes back generations in... Posh Brown. What about Mike Seaman, then? If you like your other names.
Command, we've entered the security room.
There should be a console. Use it to override the security lockdown.
I've unlocked a gallery item. Mike D.
Now you
Seaman,
can
sorry.
access the server room and destroy all of the city's records.
Check out that monitor. Looks like a security feed from earlier today.
I love this guy on the video. It's so obviously an evil voice, though, isn't it?
Line his team.
They didn't put up much of a fight.
One thing I'll never forgive is the X-Men for changing the suits and making fun of the iconic costumes. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Destroy that evidence. Let's roll.
Especially because it kind of goes against the whole, the whole point of, one of the point of the costumes was, expression and things like that. But I guess there was just no real faith in the comic book genre at that point until Sam Raimi came along and said, hey, you can embrace these designs and be silly with it and still make it work. But I mean, X-Men's it's a good point though, because like some of the characters have changed, and we've had to get over that. I mean, everybody knows, Rogue's my favourite Marvel character ever, and I've had to endure many years of, a very different Rogue. Oh yeah, the DMC. You see, that's something even with a level head on. I didn't embrace the Devil May Cry reboot at all. That is just not for me, I'm afraid. What the hell's Vector doing down here? What happened, Vector?
Bertha will always fix you up good.
Did you like how the story justified young Xavier losing his hair? Not really. No, not at all. I mean, as Rogue is my favourite sort of Marvel character, Apocalypse is my favourite villain, so again, as an adaptation, had to get over that one. Poor Oscar Isaac. It's not been smooth sailing for an X-Men fan at all. Which is why, again, I can, and I've enjoyed, what Fox did with quite a lot of them, quite a lot of the X-Men movies. So this is another one of the reasons why I just sort of go, about the movie. Yeah, looks fine, and I'm sure it will continue to be fine. Somehow, properties. He looks in physical anguish saying that. When you look back on the movie now, there we go. Someone explain to me why there's an Ashford portrait in here, please. Oh, look, a Crimson Head, because why not? Take care, Happy, have a good day. Thanks for dropping by. The law answer is Ashford said big fan of that. I'll allow it. Quick acid flip. Find the server room. Whoa. 35 bits, thank you, Happy. Take care. Vector, you're a like heavy weapons guy and you keep dying. Or recon, aren't you? Do you remember when Resident Evil was renowned for, like, you know, really cool BOWs and inventive enemy designs, and they have you in a military style SOCOM inspired cover based shooter? Here's to Jill's hat. Alas, we knew it well. So bullet spongy. Door locked. It's locked. Umbrella saving costs and swapping the bullets in your guns with Nerf darts. It'd be an interesting mod. Some of the level design is not bad. I will say this. Some of the levels actually look the part. Who we got? Death. Oh, Death. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, and welcome. Tell us your thoughts about the movie, if you will. Everybody has been sharing their opinions. How did it go down in your world? You missed the sunglasses, man. Happy, not happy?
Looks like Nikolai's tape.
What is he doing? Why allow these people to be devoured? He has gone mad.
Ooh, looks like fun. But we have a mission, yes?
How did the movie screens get received in the underworld? I'm so surprised we've not had a trailer though. Usually these kind of things drop within a few days of each other, so hopefully, you know, maybe by the end of the week we'll have one. I'm very, very surprised. Forgot how OP the shotgun is. What the okay. Movie's supposed to come out in 3 months. There should have been a trailer. Should have been about 3 trailers by now. It's very bizarre. pandemic delay. It's already had its pandemic delay, though, hasn't it? Because the original release was September, wasn't it? Yeah. In the process of making a 3-hour video on it. Oof. What is, and what's particularly aggrieved you? What's the core subject of your video? Tell us it is the ponytail. Geez, bloodstains. Totally the ponytail. A 6-hour video on the lack of Jules, but you know, and I'll laugh if it's like literally the first thing you see in the next trailer is the fact that she does have a beret. I am fully expecting, by the way, like when the mansion incident's over, whether it's extended flashbacks or like the prologue to the movie or whatever, when we see Jill in Raccoon, I fully expect her to be in the RE3 attire. The remake, of course. The missing samurai edges, which are actually just sat in the holsters. I'm bleeding. Infected. Oh man, this has not gone well. Damn it. I sucked there, by the way. 12 hours. 12 minutes. Elusive Snake, hello and welcome. Just in time for the first death. Oh, I suck. I've never played Orc. For some reason it's not available on Steam in my region. Oh, right, okay. I didn't even realise Steam had like region different content for different stores. To be honest. I mean, obviously with regards to censorship, but I guess certain countries have restricted content. But in terms of something like this, I don't recall this ever being an issue. Get into cover, get into cover. Ah! Need health. Why I'm not snapping to cover? Who are you fighting here? The UBCS, the US Army. The way our live action adaptations have gone over the years, I personally don't care. I expect nothing, and honestly, I think the best way. Unfortunately came across the the league, so I'm aware of some of the story beats that it's going to have, and Roberts has actually confirmed a couple of them, like Lisa. But it's not going to affect the canon of the game, so I can just kind of ignore it. What is this encounter? Oh, now you snap to cover. Jesus. Time compression's not the problem here. Anyone else more concerned about the RE1 and 2 timelines in the reboot movie? I genuinely think it's going to be a more RE2 adaptation, because I think they're going to really capitalise on the success of the second remake. Whether this means the mansion's going to be a extended prologue or told in flashbacks throughout the movie, I genuinely don't know. There's too many of them. Taking loads of damage. Hey! Take a step back and do it. We could really do some healing right now. Let's go in here. No. Welcome to Raccoon City. Subtitle implies that we are the online Claire story. Yeah, I mean, they might run concurrently, so both running plot lines meet their climax at in like the third act. You could do some sort of clever storytelling mechanic like that. But they probably won't. Unless it all happens at the same time, of course. Maybe while Leon and Claire arrive at the city, the STARS team go to the mansion, and it's kind of a very much compressed, as people have alluded to. Where did you come from? Vector, you're down again. Any goodies in here? No. Look at that junk. Is this bit usually this difficult? They combine nest and the hive. Ooh. Ooh. Cover-based shooter where you take loads of damage in cover.
Incoming.
I died.
I'm out!
How am I continuing to take damage round a corner? Fucking Jesus. Go on, go team. You lead the way. Snap to cover. What is hurting me there? Does this game have ricochet mechanic? Oh, they're over there. There are guys on the other side shooting. I was focused on. I had tunnel vision. Tunnel vision, mate. I didn't. Let's go. Let's go. I like the way the music drowned out to make me feel like I'd done it. Got a light machine gun now. Yeah. Do I remember correctly? That's a lot of blood. There's liquors in this level, I think. They turn up now, ish.
That's the records room.
Alright. Now find that evidence and get rid of it.
How do you guys think the castle do? Is there anyone in particular you're looking forward to? Because obviously I've put my cards on the table and said I'm really looking forward to, you know, Hannah. I think fingers crossed she's going to be great.
We've earned it.
Tell me about like Robbie, because like I say, I've only ever seen him in the X-Files. What other sort of body of work has he done? Do people think he'll be a good Chris? I personally don't think he'd be a good Chris at all. Okay. I say I have no experience other than he's Green Arrow's younger brother, isn't he? Or older brother? I actually don't know. He isn't exactly good at... Oh dear. No. That's not very reassuring. That's a good way of putting out the Mind Spectre. I like it. Well done. I've got to find those plans. 4 out of 5 evidence pieces. Hannah and the dad from 8 Simple Rules are all I remember. Actress playing Claire I saw in that alligator movie. God, what is that called? Oh my god, I'm in a total mental block.
The evidence at City Hall has been taken care of.
Let's go. Those things won't stay in there forever.
What is Kaya's alligator movie? Obviously most people will know her from either Pirates of the Caribbean 5 or particularly if you live in the UK will know her from Skins as Effie Stoneham. Crawl, I think it is called Crawl actually, yeah. Neil McDonough, I can never pronounce his name. Is it McDonough or something like that? He's William. Heavy machine gun, okay. Oh, here's the liquor encounter. Multiple actors from CV Arrowverse shows.
Why did you kill your team? They served their purpose most excellently. Just as you. Nikolai, hold your position.
I only found out Hannah was in Ready Player One today. I've known her from obviously the MCU and Black Mirror mainly. She was in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and she's been in a couple of Black Mirror episodes playing different characters. How do you break free? Total nonsense. I forget what the objective is. Is it just escape? That's it, yeah. I never actually know how you're supposed to break free on the keys. It says, you know, the C key. I've got to get some achievements. Requires a black card. Find it then. Find the black card. Team did well. Anyway, as you can see, we've got does the infection not wear off like ever? I'm gonna die. Let's retry. Right. There's the black card in the middle. No, don't tell me it's crashed. This game, so much jank. Ah! Ah!
If they happen to see Nikolai again,
Lickers have long range. I came in to ask an important question. When are we getting an orc movie? They're in it. All these characters that you see now, they're actually in it. In the next episode of the Resident Evil cinematic universe, the RECU. And Ada's going to be like the Nick Fury that turns up in every post-credit scene and stuff like that. I'm infected again. What? It starts off with a movie inside a movie. There we go.
If you want to be extracted, don't forget that you caused all of this. In the meantime, we'll look into that UBCS operative, Nikolai.
How do you feel about Claire's lack of ponytail? I honestly don't care. Hot takes. That's all. That's all the RE fandom is now. Is just hot takes, all the time. I'm just looking over on the Discord now on the other monitor, and I see that thing already exists as an emote. You evil people. Hey, look what we can afford, though. Yay! I can use the Samurai Edge next time. That's all I pretty much have. I mean, I'm good till about 10, but to be honest, there's no point in doing another level because I won't have time to finish it. We're in the hospital next. Would you rather have Claire without ponytail or red coloring? Ponytail. I think she looks fine, absolutely fine. The characters are more to me than a hairstyle. All the good games have someone with a ponytail. Well, get another chapter done. Good chat, thank you everybody. I will now retire for the evening. But yeah, it was an interesting chat to get some of your thoughts. It's going to be, I think, no matter what they do with this movie, it's going to just be divisive in every single way. The RE fandom is particularly, how to say without being rude, dedicated in the things that they choose to adore, if you like. And so what in like the likes of, like, you know, Roberts, the director, in terms of like his eyes, he probably thinks, oh, swapping out you know, Jill's costume for something a bit more conventional. The removal of the beret, you know, a discussion will have occurred at some sort of writers, you know, how we're going to depict Claire. Well, you know, should she have a ponytail? No, let's try and do something different. Not realising that the sheer hell they're going to unleash upon each other, you know, onto the RE fandom, you know, and I can imagine Roberts. I hope he's got a good sense of humour and he doesn't take a lot of this stuff to heart, because he's likely going to log on YouTube thinking, oh, you know, let's see what the fans have got to say. You know, we like to think we've got some, you know, we've even made the door of the mansion, you know, 1-to-1 match. We've used blueprints to make these things look right. There's a 25-minute video about Claire's ponytail. You know, I can imagine it just must be disheartening a little bit. And, you know, and I know some people are sort of saying, come on, it's such an easy thing to get right. But, like I said at the beginning of the stream, maybe they're not looking to do a 1-to-1 match of things in the game. Maybe they want to put like a little bit of a spin on it, so you know, it is just a little bit different. Whether that's right or wrong or not, I don't know. But right, Sean is a jelly boat. Oh gosh, no. I'll have to make that as one of the tier 1 emotes as well here. I'll have to pinch it. Right, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let's go raid GT, because I see he is on. He's on, so let us. I'm going to throw you over, guys. And we will emerge over there. Thanks very much, everybody. Take care of yourselves. He's already died in his no-death run. Yes. Let's go see how he's getting on. Like I say, thanks, everybody. Operation Raccoon City's always done fun. But I enjoyed the chat. Good turnout tonight. Good laugh, everybody. And I will see you on the other side. Cheers. Take care. Have a good week. And I've done it wrong. What the hell? What the hell? Who puts a TV on the end of it? Hang on. Who puts a TV on the end of the username? Right. We will now transfer.
That's interesting. Do you know that? Locked off.